Welcome in everybody to Ravenwood Raptors Football Weekly. I'm Paul Hickey with nooffseason.com, and I've got my main man, head coach Will Hester of your Ravenwood Raptors with me on this week's episode. We're talking state semifinals, correct, coach?
And then there
Semifinals.
were four.
And then there were four, the final four, for those of you not familiar with the term semifinals. This is very exciting. Coach, first of all, congratulations on the win Friday night at home at the Nest against Stewarts Creek, up 31 to nothing at halftime. Game started forcing a punt, getting a touchdown. Same thing on the next possession, same thing on the next possession, three in a row, and then a fumble and a touchdown. So good start to the game, and then it was just taking care of business from the opening kickoff. So break that down for us. How did it feel from your perspective?
Probably one of our most complete halves of football that we've played. I think 5 of 6 possessions resulted in points, 4 touchdowns, and a field goal. Uh, we recovered 2 special teams fumbles by the opponent, which were big. We did have a turnover in there, but it was a great play by the defense. A very solid hit on Femi, coughed the ball up there. But other than that, about as solid as a half as you can play. Anytime you can go uh, in the state quarterfinals and be leading 31 to nothing at the half, it's a pretty good night for sure.
Absolutely. Three rushing touchdowns, Maverick Chance, Caden Pace, Davis Dolan. Two receiving touchdowns, Ben Hubbard, Max Kimple, both senior wide receivers. Matt Anderson, Lane Summerall, Sam Rowan getting it done on defense with quite a few tackles. Those guys have all been solid all year. So big time win, 38-14 at home. And now another business trip. So tell us, let's talk about the business trip coming up this weekend. Talk about, who the opponent is, what the story is here, how you've kind of prepped for this all season.
Yeah, kind of the logistics of it, right? First off, anybody who's been around Tennessee high school football kind of understands the calendar, right? And anytime you're able to be practicing the week of Thanksgiving, it's been a super special year. We try to commemorate that with our guys. We're out of school all week. We're doing things a little bit different. We had a catered meal after practice today, and Thursday morning we'll invite all the community and our alumni out and have a pancake breakfast before a walkthrough on Thursday morning, and then Black Friday, while everybody's gearing up for Christmas and doing all their shopping, we'll be traveling to Memphis. And you're right, we have kind of been preparing for this all year. The goal was to simulate that early in the year with a trip to Alcoa. Very similar time frame in the course of events uh, as this. So, we've kind of done this, right? You want to be able to, as a coach, we want to practice everything. We don't really want to leave anything to chance per se. And so we know what it feels like to get on a charter bus. We know what it feels like to have a non-traditional pregame meal. We know what it feels like to be hours away from home and have to take this circus on the road a little bit. So uh, we know what all that is. So in other words, it's going to be just another game now. It's just another road game. It's like going to Summit or going to Franklin or going to the Blue School across the interstate, right? It's just another game. And uh, our preparation's been the same all week. We've used a little extra time that we have out of school to watch a little more film and be together a little bit longer than we normally are, but mainly just to kind of celebrate what we've done to this point. Uh, we talk about earning more time together, and why would we not use that more time that we have this week together? And it's just a special time of the year. It's the holidays, everything from a relationship basis, family, all the things that we want our program to be, right? Is heightened during the holiday time of the years. And, it's just a special, special time to be sharing it with these guys and their families.
Yeah, 100%. I think that's a great mindset, great outlook, and everybody's thankful to be in the state semifinals for sure, and appreciate all the support from everybody in the Ravenwood Raptors family, the Red Zone, the fans, the family members, everybody. Um, all right, so talking business about this week's opponent. Um, who are they? Where do they come from? What do you know about them?
Yep. So they are Houston High School from Germantown, which is just right outside Memphis. It's a city school system. Houston High School is the only high school of that city system. Defending 6A state champions. They went to Chattanooga and beat Oakland last year in the championship game. So they are the defending champions. 11-2 on the year, with their two losses being to a Whitehaven team that did not make the playoffs and to a Tupelo, Mississippi team that is very good and still playing in the Mississippi State playoffs. So, other than that, they've run, kind of like similar to us, right? They had the one loss to Whitehaven in the league. The rest of the league games they were successful in. They beat Bartlett twice, who's a good team. They beat Collierville twice to get to this point. Season team, a lot of guys returning off last year's state championship team, led by Chandler Day, their quarterback. Tennessee baseball commit, lefty, big, thick young man who fancies his game after a Tim Tebow type player. And reminds you of that. Wears number 15. He's a left-hander. He's big and physical, wants to run the ball. Then they're surrounded by another course of great skill players. Defensively, it'll be a little different looking defense than we've seen all year. A lot of man-to-man coverage, a lot of, hey, our defensive backs are better than your receivers, and we're going to play man-to-man and pressure you until you prove us otherwise. So be opportunities for big plays for us in the pass game and thus in the run game well, but also be opportunities for them to make negative plays. So the team that executes the best will be successful. It'll boil down to what every game does, right? Turnovers, penalties. It's going to be highs in the 30s around kickoff. So it'll be a chilly night. So those hits will sting a little bit different. That ball will be a little bit harder, to throw, a little bit harder to catch. It's playoff weather. And the team who can run the ball the best and play the best run defense and be the most physical is going to come out on top. And that's what we're after this week.
Sounds exciting. Our team has had many tests this season. They've passed them all. This will be another one, and they've certainly been prepped for it well. So, to your point earlier, it shouldn't be totally unfamiliar to get on that bus, take that business trip, and get down to business one more week. Stay connected. Everything matters, and certainly a special week. So, I look forward to being there. I know that the entire Ravenwood Raptors community is excited for the game, and Memphis is not close. So if you can't make it out there, Ravenwood.football has all the information for the live stream. So make sure you go to Ravenwood.football and you can be there alongside me on the broadcast. I'm excited for it. It's gonna be awesome. And Coach, great work this entire season. We got one more week before, it's championship weekend, baby. So let's get it done again.
Yeah, 48 more, right? That's the whole point. Those 48 opportunities are running thin, right? So at most, we got 2 games left. So these 48 are big, right? You want to be one of those last 2 teams standing. So excited for the opportunity. I know our guys are ready to go. I think they'd rather be playing tomorrow as opposed to having to wait until Friday. I think they're kind of chomping at the bit. But for you, Paul, definitely need to see you before 10 o'clock. We're rolling out at 10 o'clock. So I got your seat saved right next to DJ Reggie Reg for the trip to Memphis. So we're going to be walking in Memphis.
I'm ready, Coach. I'll be there. I will have my internet tower so that I can work the entire way there and just prep for the game. I'm just going to be studying game film the entire way so that I can make the broadcast 100% my best broadcast of the season. I can't wait.
That's all we're trying to do. Everybody's best will be good enough. Doesn't need to be anything more than our best. But as always, man, it's G2 Bar. Happy holidays to everybody. Enjoy spending time with your family on Thanksgiving and find a way, whatever it looks like, to support the Raptors on Friday night at 7 o'clock.
All right, G2 Bar. We'll see everyone on Friday night.